Welcome back to Good Morning Mohawk. Well, it might be the end of February, but it's still not too late to get involved on the goings-on on campus. We thought that you might want to take a look at what is on offer with the student life facilities on the Fennel campus. Let's take a look.
Hey, chances are you're a student at Mohawk. Did you know about your campus student life? It's a hub for students to go for information, to get advice, and to help with fundraising or class projects. They offer all kinds of services like the Campus Student Employment Program. It helps students gain part-time employment on campus during the semester, and they even offer some student summer employment. Student Life can also help you spend that money you earned at your summer job by finding you off-campus housing. If you live in Stony Creek and you're finding it difficult to get to Fennel on time to watch Good Morning Mohawk, Student Life also provides a shuttle service. So if you have any questions about student living, pop into Student Life for the answers. If they don't have them for you, they can certainly point you in the right direction.
45 seconds. And maybe we can provide some of those answers for your questions right now. I'm joined live in studio right now by Kim Denard, who is the Student Life Coordinator at the Fennel campus, and also by Dan Jelly, who is the Web and Online Coordinator. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'd like to start off by asking you, what are some services that Student Life offers to students that we might not be aware of?
You touched base on quite a few things that we offer. We do student ID cards, off-campus housing, the shuttle service, the on-track handbook. We provide a whole bunch of information. We do some special events as well. So.
Yeah, the Campus Connection newsletter is another one students might not be familiar with. They're available all around campus.
Let's talk about that. So the Student Life Committee is responsible for putting that together. Is it students as well that contribute to the publication?
In fact, there's two students, Jen Elson and Megan Smith, who this semester are responsible for producing the entire newsletter from front to back. So they'll sell ads, they just do the graphic design, they write a lot of the copy, do the research for any articles that they're doing.
Okay.
They put the whole thing together and send it to print, so it's largely a student-driven publication.
Sounds a little bit similar to the Satellite, which is Mohawk's student newspaper. It's run by the journalism students. How does the Campus Connection differ as far as content goes? Is it more upcoming events and promotional?
It's more of a newsletter. We do try to list any events that might be going on around campus. It's not an editorial piece, for example. It's more informational. So we try to separate ourselves from the Satellite because that's their thing. They do it very well, right? So the Campus Connection it's sort of just to keep people informed about what's going on.
Okay. And is there an opportunity for students to get involved in contributing to the publication?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a call for submissions in every issue. The students can feel free to contact Jen or Megan and let them know that there's something they want to share. We have a community happening section, for example, so something outside Mohawk that would be appropriate for students. And we don't charge for those, but we also ask that the event not be a for-profit event. So we want to make sure to give our students a look at what's going on in the community, but not gouge them. That kind of thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
We also have our boards that we post around campus as well. So if students are working on a fundraising project or something like that, they can bring in a poster to us and we can put it on our boards so they can get some of the other students' attention to their event that they're throwing.
That's great.
So aside from the newspaper, we also have the boards around campus.
I think that maybe students are a little bit unsure of A, how to get an activity up and running, and B, how to promote it. So that's a great promotional tool right there. Kim, you had mentioned earlier about the on-track handbook. So that's developed and produced by Student Life here at the college. What are the benefits to using the handbook as opposed to simply just a generic agenda or planner that a student might purchase?
Well, the on-track handbook is fantastic. It has tons of information that wouldn't be in a regular agenda that you can buy. It has, when classes start and when there's special events that are being thrown. If we have pre-booked any events coming up, they're in there as well, so you can take a glance on who might be coming to the college or that sort of thing. And it's basically based around the academic year. So if you're wondering, when the colleges close, when exams are, when grad photos are, all that stuff's in there as well. So.
Yeah. In the first section of the book, there's about 50 pages of information about all the departments around Mohawk, how to contact them, what they do, and that kind of thing that wouldn't be available to them in other forms.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Great. How about the off-campus living fair? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, we haven't had a lot of those. Recently, we just started doing them. They're basically for students who are living off campus housing who want a little bit more information about, you know, how to find a place to live, kind of rules, regulations, that sort of thing. We also do a social once a year too, which is a lot of fun. It's for all the students that are living off campus who might not know anybody, so it gives them a chance to get to know everyone.
Make them feel more integrated.
Yeah, yeah. So we had like free pizza and some prizes, and they played poker one year, and it was a lot of fun. And they got to meet people. So
yeah. I think that maybe the concept of living off campus is a little bit daunting to students, especially if they're coming from afar, like from a different city, because the residence community that is provided on campus is so integrated. You know, you have all these activities, and even just being here for Welcome Week nonstop. So living off campus, I think that the fare, you know, is quite beneficial to students.
Yeah, the services we offer students, it's an online database. So if they got accepted into Mohawk College and they didn't get into residence, they need a place to live. A lot of times they're coming out of town, they're with their parents, or they're by themselves, and they come into the office. We can sit down with them, show them all the listings we have online. We have a phone there where they can actually call the landlords to set up a time to go see the apartment. So we try to guide them along the right way. We sit down and talk about signing a lease and the things they should and shouldn't be doing. So we kind of hold their hand and get them set up. And
take care of a lot of the legwork.
Yeah. So they find it very helpful that we're there just to talk to, and we direct them in the right direction too if they're having issues with their landlord as well. So we kind of give them information, Landlord Tenants Act and that sort of thing.
Great. Now, if students do want to take on a little bit more of an added responsibility in addition to their studies, what kind of employment opportunities are available on the campus for them?
Well, we have our campus student employment program. It's 15 hours a week. It's jobs placed throughout the campus, a lot of office jobs. They're posted at the end of every semester. So any student can apply to that. They just need to have their resume done. They apply to the jobs online. They submit them to the Student Life office. It's like a real job, so you'd have to go through a whole interview process. Once they hire you, you'd have to sign a contract and get set up and start working. It's fabulous because it's during the day, so you can book your times around your classes. So it's very convenient for the students. It's minimum wage, and it gives them work experience sometimes in the program they're taking as well. So.
And easier to juggle as well. I mean, because you're here on campus for your studies, you don't have to rush. You know, even if you commute from Oakville or somewhere other than Hamilton, you don't have that mad dash after school.
And supervisors understand that they're students and they're here to learn, and so that's sort of integrated into the job as well. So,
what about summer employment opportunities?
Yep, there's 35-hour-a-week positions for students. They must be coming back in September full-time.
Okay.
And those are posted at the end of this semester, so they'll be set up to go for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. Lots of information for everybody to digest. Thank you very much for joining us live in studio. We'll be back after the break.